Hey everybody, it's Seth Jones, editor-in-chief of Golfdom Magazine, doing a 19th hole interview today. I'm being joined by Matt McDonald. He is the superintendent out at Water's Edge Golf Course in Worth, Illinois. Matt, how are you doing today?
Very good.
Thanks for taking some time for me.
No problem.
And I want to say also thank you for your support of the We Won. What connected us was you winning a auction for a Golfdom Summit pass, and that money went to the We Won. So thank you for doing that for us.
Yeah, no problem. Love the We Won as an organization and actually was just at the Wisconsin outing on Monday.
Oh, that's awesome. How was it?
Awesome. That's the best event that I play in every year. So
Yep. Yeah. I've done it once. And every year I look at the calendar and I'm like, man, I got to get back. And I just haven't done it yet. So I need to fix that. But well, we're the 19th hole. Traditionally, my first question is always the same. And that is after 18 holes, I've been lousy on the golf course all day, I'm sure. Drinks are on me. What are you having?
I'm having a beer and I'm not too picky about them either. I'll go anywhere from Miller Lights to IPAs or whatever you got.
Okay, good. I will tell you that I have something with me right now. I've got a 19th hole has a new sponsor, Howdy Beer. They told me to crack one of these next time. I don't know if you've heard of this.
I have
So
not.
I have not either. This will be my first one, so I'm gonna test it while we're doing it here. So, well, tell me about the course.
Um, it's a municipal course owned by the Village of Worth. Your typical late 90s construction. Kind of went through some up and downs like every other place did with the economy the past 25 years, but I think we're moving in the right direction here.
Great. How long have you been there?
10 years.
Okay, good. How'd you get into the business?
Completely random, actually. I was a student at Penn State, and the guy living next to me in the dorms was a turfgrass science major, and I didn't even know that golf course superintendent was a thing or turfgrass science was a thing. And I had played golf growing up, and I was a chemistry major when I went to school, but I quickly realized I didn't want to spend all my time in a lab. So after the first semester, I transferred into turfgrass science with no golf course work experience prior to that. So
Are you still in touch with your neighbor? Is he still in the business?
he's not in the business anymore, but we're still in touch. We've had a text message string going probably since college.
Very cool. Very cool. What are the odds? It's funny how things work out, and that's an interesting story for me too, because my daughter just started as a freshman at KU, and it's like she has a major, and it's just kind of exciting to see like will that stick or who's she going to meet and what's going to happen. So that's a fun way to find the golf industry. Um, so let me get to know you a little bit. Do you have a family, and what do y'all do for fun?
Just my wife and I and our dog, and a whole bunch of stuff. We enjoy hosting cookouts at the house. Or just sitting around, maybe having a glass of wine, going to concerts. Um, yeah, just fun stuff in general.
Give me an idea of your music taste. What was a recent concert you were able to attend?
Most recent was Gary Clark Jr. and the Black Keys.
Oh, cool. Cool. How are the Black
Yeah,
Keys?
no. Black Keys were, to be honest, I wasn't like a huge fan going in, but after seeing them live, they were amazing. It would really open my eyes.
What kind of venue was it? Was it like a basketball stadium type place, or was it?
It was an outdoor amphitheater on Northerly Island here in Chicago. So nice venue, nice setting. Kind of out in the middle of the water, looking back at the city. So that's pretty awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm a Black Keys fan, and they came through Kansas City, and I didn't go, and I've seen, it's just one of those things for the schedule. I don't know. It's been a really slow concert season in Kansas City too. It's hardly anything's come through town this year. I don't know if it's just Kansas City or if it's kind of just a down year for concerts because there hasn't been anything coming by. So I'm kind of been jonesing for a show. Um, well, what about this? Tell me about advice. Have you been given advice that's either stuck with you, through your professional career, or maybe advice that you like to give?
I would say when I was first starting out in the golf business, my first job at Treesdale Golf and Country Club outside of Pittsburgh, the superintendent there, Larry Napora, pulled me aside pretty early and said, if you want to get into this business, I don't know if I'm going to be able to teach you anything, but I can certainly teach you what not to do. And he was great, and no doubt about it. But that kind of it was a good piece of advice because you're always looking and kind of there's no set cookie cutter thing to do, and you always have a different way of doing things. So you're always looking at it as would I have done that? What would I have done differently? So that was a good piece of advice. And the piece of advice that I like to give these days is sometimes it's good just to do nothing. Because because I think as superintendents, we're always searching for an answer to a problem. And I think sometimes you can bring on some problems yourself just by doing too much at certain times. And I kind of go by the theory, like if there's any doubt in my mind that we should be doing something, we probably should hold off on that. Like it can wait for another day.
Good advice. Not the first Larry Napora reference I've heard too. He's been he must be a pretty wise person because I've heard had that name dropped before. So he's a friend of the magazine. So good stuff. What about this? What's your favorite tool to get the job done? Could be anything.
Um, yeah, I looked at this question. I've been asked this before, and I don't really have an exciting answer, but I think it's a sprayer. And only because all the great technology that we have with pesticides and fertilizers, and you can have such pinpoint control over everything. But if you don't have a good sprayer to use that stuff, it's all that stuff's pretty much useless. So
yeah, what kind of sprayer do you have? What do you have? A certain one that you really like, a brand?
I just have a Toro Multi Pro,
Mhm.
5800, I believe is the number, but it's getting up there in a year, so it's certainly on the on the replacement list sooner rather than later.
Yep. Cool. All right. What are you a sports fan? And if so, what's your sports affiliations? Who do you root for?
All the Pittsburgh teams. I was born and raised in Pittsburgh and only moved out to Chicago here about 15 years ago. So being raised in Pittsburgh, you can't get rid of those allegiances.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's a pretty big rivalry right there. And I was wondering if I was talking to a down and out Bears fan, and I'm not. So it's a Steelers. You get you got
Down and out
every
Steelers,
year.
man.
Well,
But our expectations are a bit different than Chicago, it seems.
yeah,
So
it's true. It's true. I can't say nothing right now, man. My Chiefs are 0-2, so it's like we're in desperation mode right now. We're quietly freaking out here in Kansas City. So
well, you had pretty good run too. So
but yeah, we had exactly. We're playing with house money. So okay. Do you have an all-time golf highlight, either playing or watching?
um probably making a hole in one last year, my first. It was actually during our superintendent's match play event too, so it kind of meant something. Although we ultimately went on to lose the match, that was unfortunate. So it's like I made a hole in one, but the day was ultimately a disappointment.
Hey, I'm glad I asked that question. Anytime a guy has a recent hole in one, there's a story. Let me hear the story. What's the circumstance? What was the club? Where were you? Did you see it go in?
uh,
One know the story.
no, I didn't see it go in. It was the 11th hole, um, and we were down three down on the 11th hole, and it was a 9 iron. It was kind of hit an easy nine and hit it up there, and I knew it was a decent shot. Um, you never expect it to go in. So I hit it up there close, and it took a couple bounces and kind of caught a hillside. It was rolling down from the left to right. So I just went back to pick up my tee, and then the other guys were like, "I think that went in." It turned around and there was no ball up there, and we're like, "Oh, okay."
Wow, very cool.
Yeah.
Was it a costly celebration at the end? How'd you sell it? It was a superintendent event. Did everybody come in pretty excited about it?
It was our match play, so it was just a 2-on-2
Oh, okay.
event. So yeah, it was just four of us, and that's kind of funny too, because my partner was pretty upset with the way he played, and we lost the match on the 18th hole, and he didn't want anything to do with anything, so he was out. and and one of the guys that was on the opposing team is not a drinker at all, so it was a kind of low key. I got off easy.
You got off easy. What a good deal. Good for you. That's awesome. Okay. Give me a recommendation. It could be a book, a TV show, a podcast, something from a magazine. I don't care. What's one thing you think I should know about?
Um, any book by Hemingway.
Wow, I like it.
They're my favorites. And I don't read very much, but I listen to a ton of audiobooks just doing stuff out on the golf course.
Okay.
And I got kind of randomly got into that and couldn't stop. Just went through like the whole catalog.
If is there one that you would suggest? Like if I say I have a long plane trip coming up, any one Hemingway book that you would point me to?
Um, Boy, probably Old Man in the Sea.
Okay, good.
It's just such a vivid description of that whole scene there. It's and typical Hemingway, like not a happy ending.
Okay, cool. All right. So if I'm in, you said you're in Worth, Illinois, which is a suburb of Chicago. Give me a recommendation for that area. I don't care how, obviously I want to come see the golf course, but then we're done at the course. What would you recommend?
Um, boy, it's Chicago, so you can find anything, absolutely anything. But I would say go see a concert at the Salt Shed. It's kind of a newest venue, been open for a few years, and it's an old Morton Salt Shed, and they have an indoor and outdoor section to it, and it's just a great venue.
Sounds cool. Yeah, I love. That's the thing about traveling a lot. Whenever I travel, I try to bring up my the app, like SeatGeek or whatever, and just see if there just happens to be a show when I'm in town, because it just something adds a little extra to be on a road trip and see a concert. You know,
Yep.
it
Yeah.
adds to it. So, okay, who has the best nickname on your crew?
Um, there's a guy that is referred to as the Little Scorpion.
Oh, all right.
And it's a fun nickname, but the way he got it is completely boring. And he just had on a shirt with a little scorpion logo one day, and one of the other guys called him the Little Scorpion, and that was that. It's just stuck since. So not
No,
it. The nickname is much more exciting than the story behind it. But
it's okay. Hey, if people don't know, they might think he's pretty dangerous. So that's
yeah.
right. How do you celebrate with the crew? If you guys have a job well done, what's how do you show the guys appreciation?
My guys are pretty easy about that. It's like buy them lunch and let them go home. That's kind of their
Yeah, yeah.
that'll do it for you. And I came from a crew that was like previous golf course crew was like a big partying crew, and it's like the whole cookout and bunch of beers and all that sort of thing. And quickly found out that my guys just aren't into any of that. They're just low key. They'll have a buy them a good lunch, some carne asada, and
Hmm.
we didn't go home. That's
Good.
that.
All right. Good. Good. All right. Let me see what I got here. What about all right, it's a fill in the blank question. We're here, we're talking, it's mid-September right now. This is for my November, December issue, so I'm gonna be sitting on it for a little bit, but just looking back in your rear view, the summer of 2025 was fill in the blank.
Relentless.
Relentless. No rain for you guys, just heat. What
Uh,
tell me about it?
it started out with no rain, hot and dry, and then immediately went to hot and humid and raining way too much. And that there was like never that it wasn't like a week of it and then it went away for a while. It was kind of like a 6, 7 week stretch where it was hot, humid, wet, like 80-degree overnights just every day. It was didn't let up.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you get some rain soon, and hopefully your guys' fall is a typical Chicago fall. I feel like that's a great time of
It's
golf.
been yeah, there's as soon as that ended, we went through one final stretch. It rained like 5 inches and was hot and humid for like 2 more days after that. But then since then it's been in the 70s, lows in the 50s, and sunny every day. So no rain, but I can't complain about the weather. It's been awesome.
Good, good. Well, Matt, one more time, I want to say thank you for your support of the We One. Congrats on the hole in the one. I want to thank Howdy Beer for sponsoring 19th hole. We'll have to find these and get some of these at the Golfdom Summit somehow because it's pretty good. But everybody, this is Matt McDonald. He's a superintendent out at Waters Edge Golf Club out in Worth, Illinois. I'm Seth Jones. Thanks for watching us here on the 19th hole. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you very much.